Welcome to another video. Today I am showing you a video that I did on the test server with the new robot, the Hawk. You all guys probably all heard and know based on my previous video and also all the other YouTubers for war robots. This is the hangar that I've set up here for today. It is all different setups that I think are good and also probably good setups to use on the live server. All the pilot skills are randomly selected as well with the pilot skills that I think they might be good to use in a live server. I do want to point out a thing that I found out about the pilots is that, as you can see here, the pilot that I'm having, the skill is maxed out. But when you choose a new skill, like here, let's do this. So I choose this one, right? I choose it, and when I go back here, it's on tier 1. Now I'm hoping this won't be on the live server, because this means that every single time when you choose a new skill, it goes back to tier 1, and then you have to use gold to max it out again, which you will go through your gold very fast. I'll show you another example. So I'm going to max all of these tiers out, or all these skills, and then I'm going to choose a new pilot skill. Not that one. Not that one either. Nope. Okay, so you see here it goes back to tier 1, and this is something I really don't like. I really hope that Pixonic will not put this on the live server, because it just feels unfair. When you max out a skill, okay, on the level, it should stay, in my opinion, at a max level. It's just, it's just player friendly, and to me it's just makes more sense. That's just my opinion now. So I'm curious to what your opinion is in the comment section below, and let me know what you think of that. Anyway, let's jump into a battle and test out the new Hawk robot. Oh, and here I have the Titan Arthur, just to see how fast or how strong the Hawk would be against an Arthur, because I have an Arthur on the live server in my own account. Really happy with that. Plays really lovely. So yeah, so I'm starting off here with a Nucleon and Quarker setup. Before I played this test server, I thought that this setup might be the strongest, but after that I played it, I feel like it is decent, because at the long range the damage output is okay, and to be honest, I do not have a Quarker yet, or a Nucleon on the live server, so I haven't played with them at all, so I had to get a little bit used to it as well. So you see me here playing really careful and getting used to the new setup. So this is the ability. You can see that it just becomes like a weapon shooting out a laser beam. I think you guys are all familiar with the ability of the Hawk by now, but just to be just to give you guys a little bit of information on that, is that the Hawk has the ability to fly, but you can still target it. It will have a defense system when it's flying, and his defense system cannot be bypassed by anyone, not even the Titans. That's why it's considered to be a build, a bot that is made to fight against the Titans, a counter Titan, an anti-Titan, you name it. And when it is flying, his equipped weapons are disabled, but the damage output of the weapons that you have equipped, the combined damage of that will be the output damage of the built-in weapon that you have and did you see, which is the laser beam. The laser beam has 500-meter range, and there are no stats on what the damage is, or besides anything, so that's unclear. Also, when the ability is active, the Hawk has a similar ability like the Leech, which is called Reflector. And what it does is that when the ability is active and others decide to shoot it, a part of the damage will be reflected back to the person who is attacking. So this is, in my opinion, also a good ability to fight against the Titans, because they probably should not shoot at you, because they will get a fairly amount of damage, in my opinion. So in this match, unfortunately, I did not get any chance to really test out the Hawk against Titans, but it's a good bot. It's not too overpowered against other bots, because without the ability, it's, and also of course without last stand, it will die pretty fast. But obviously I put a last stand on it, and when the ability is active, it is a pretty good bot. So let's jump into another match here. So we got into the new unfinished map, which is good. It looks pretty fun. I do think that the map is a bit too big, but that's just my opinion. And I also feel that the ability, the laser beam that the Hawk has, is just a bit too much, too bright, too big. I think that Pixonic should make it a little bit thinner, a little bit more subtle, because imagine everyone using a Hawk, which is happening on a test server obviously, but in the live server, if everybody is using his ability and shooting a laser beam that big, I mean, the battlefield right now is already chaotic as it is, with all the different weapon types and laser beams going out, and different type of abilities of bots being active. This just adds more chaos to the battlefield, in my opinion. So that's also the feedback that I'm giving them. I'm going to give them, is that they should change the visuals of the laser beam a little bit more. I mean, make it powerful, but this is just a bit too much, in my opinion. So here I'm using the Hawk with the 2 calamities and 2 sparks. I guess, this is the same weapon setup as the Natasha. The bot kind of looks like the Natasha as well. So in that perspective, I think it looks decent, and the effects and the way that they made it, the animation when it flies up, I really like that part. So I'm just trying to use the Hawk setups here that I haven't used in the first match. Personally, I also like this setup very much. So it's 2 blazers and 2 embers. And this is a good match, because later on you will see me use my ability, my full ability of the Hawk against another Titan. And so stick around to find out how that goes. So you see me trying to kill this Hawk. I have no idea why there is so little HP going damaging him. So I try to time it, use my my phase shift, and right at that moment I wanted to use my ability, but he shot me with his rockets, his termite and everything. So this is another setup. It's 2 glories and 2 halos. In my opinion, not very good. Not my favorite, but I just wanted to try this and see how it would be to play with this setup. So from here, you can see that one Ao Ming has spawned, and slowly from this point on, more Titans are being spawned. So that means that there are more opportunities for me to use the Hawk against the Titan and see how that goes. So here I'm trying to get close and trying to get a good, good shot at it. As you can see here, as I'm shooting him, he is healing. So the damage that I did was decent. But of course, keep in mind the level of the weapons and the bot that is on the test server is not that high. So obviously, this is a test server. I'm trying to get footage for you guys. So I didn't play very tactical or strategic. So keep that in mind. So I think I'm spawning here with the Nucleon and Corker. I think that for me the number one setup at this moment would be probably the Rhyme and the Glaciers, but the distance of it is just really short, so that's the downside of it. And I think the second setup that I like is this one, the Nucleon and the Corker, because it's good close up and it's decent at a long range. And let's be frank, these days long range is very important. Now here I get another shot at a Titan, and I don't know, somehow I just can't kill him. The damage that I did with my ability was not that great, it was decent. Again, I have no idea what the damage output is of the built-in weapon. There's no information about that. Also, it depends on the level of the bot. But here, you see I had really trouble killing that Ao Ming. But in my opinion, the built-in weapon isn't doing a lot of damage to the Titans. It's okay. It's nothing of a big deal or an overkill or a specific counter Titan or anti-Titan bot. But it's decent. It's also decent against other bots when I'm using my built-in ability to trying to damage them and kill them. It's luckily, in my opinion right now, it's not overpowered, or at least not overpowered yet. I don't know what Pixonic is going to do after all of this testing and feedback that we're going to give them. So here, another shot at a Titan with my full ability, as you can see. It's not, I don't know what it is, but the damage that I'm doing with the building weapon, it's nothing spectacular in my opinion. Because this is my last bot, I'm trying to play a little bit more careful to fill in the last 3 minutes that I have and get more footage for you guys. So I'm playing it a little bit more safe. In this map, there's also teleport paths or teleport locations, I guess, in the map itself. So that's kind of fun. I thought of this later in the game, so I'm going to go with a Titan and teleport a huge Titan to the other side of the map. So that is, I was really wondering how that would go. So stay tuned. I think it's going to happen in the next 2 to 3 minutes. So here I spawn in with a Arthur, trying to get as close as I can, do some damage. And I was also curious to how the built-in weapon of the Hawk would be against the shield of the Arthur. Unfortunately, I don't get to encounter a lot of Hawks in this part of the game, because I think most of them already died out or was used. unfortunately. So here I decided to walk towards the teleport path. Obviously the map isn't done, but the teleport path is the green liquid thingy that you see some pixonic bubbles coming from it. So here I go. Yeah, so that's how it teleports you from the other side to this side. Now on this map there are in total 4 locations where you can teleport, and also 4 locations where you can teleport to. What it is, what they did is that there is a teleport path that is green, which connects to the other green teleport path, and there's also a blue one that you see here in front of you. I didn't use that one because I found out about it later, but it basically is the same thing, just a different location. But I think how they handled the teleportation quite well, animation wise and everything, especially because the author is quite big. That was done very smoothly. So it's really similar to the Phantom and the Scorpion. Just now you see the Ming teleported as well, so yeah, it's well done. So I'll cut the gameplay here since I already died, but yeah. So eventually we lost that battle, but it's a test server, so it doesn't really matter. Some final thoughts on the new bot. I think it's, it looks fine. The setup is fine as well. I just think that we need to get used to its ability. I hope that Pixonic, that they will keep the specs on this bot fair and not overpowered like the previous release that they did with the Ravana or a Leech and that kind of stuff. They were really overpowered. In this test server I didn't feel that it was overpowered. It was decent. I don't feel that it is a Titan killer per se, but its ability does give you a better chance or a fair chance to fight against Titans. So I'm curious to what they're going to do and what the final result will be that hits the live server. I do think it's good that they are looking into possibilities to introduce more options to fight Titans, because at this point there are so little options to do so. But yeah, that was it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the video. Please subscribe if you liked it, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.